Let me begin by, I'm going to break this into a few segments, and the first question I'm going to deal with is the question of whether or not the hawkish pro-Israel lobby wants war with Iran. I describe it as the hawkish pro-Israel lobby because I don't think that there's one voice among people of Jewish faith. And when I use the word hawkish pro-Israel lobby, I'm talking about the AIPAC and its allies, and like the American Jewish Committee and others, who have been more militaristic than I think a lot of Americans of Jewish faith are. And so I'm going to start with the first question of whether or not this lobby wants to see a war with Iran. And I think kind of the question gets answered in this ad that was in the New York Times, the Financial Times, and other newspapers, full-page ad by the American Jewish Committee, put out on April 4th. And the center of the bullseye is Iran. And the headline is, "Can anyone within range of Iran's missiles feel safe?" I think that's a pretty inflammatory ad. It's signed by more than 100 people. Looks like, I assume they're mainly people who are members of the AJC. I think that's a pretty strong indication of where the lobby stands. But that's not the only proof that we have that the hawkish Israeli lobby wants to go to war. Another important group is the Jewish Institute for National Security Affairs. These are another hardline group. They've been advocating regime change in a number of Arab countries, Iraq, Iran, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Palestinian Authority, for years. And they just put out, on their board, by the way, in the past, has been Dick Cheney, John Bolton, Richard Pearl, James Woolsey, Douglas Faith. So a lot of Bush administration members have joined, who were on their board, have now gone into government. They put a report out on April 12th called Iran, 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 and Iran. Iran, they say, is the whole list of national security priorities. Iran is the whole list of national security priorities. Yes, they want to see regime change in Iran. They want to see an attack on Iran. To stop the war against Iran, Americans who oppose the war need to start to get organized. We need to start to say we will not vote for candidates who support the occupation of Iraq. We will not vote for candidates who continue to support wars of aggression. We need to stand up and be counted and say no more. The military-industrial complex is very well organized. The hard-right Israeli lobby is very well organized. The oil companies are very well organized. The people are not well organized. And it's time for us to get organized. One of the better things I've seen in recent months come out is this new organization, Voters for Peace. The website's votersforpeace.us. They have a pledge for voters to take to say no to war. I urge you all to visit that and get organized so we can challenge this military direction of our country that has not served us well, has not served Israel well, has not served the Palestinians well, does not serve the world well. Thank you all very much. Look forward to your questions.